explain to you about mostly about that. You all know we're going to die eventually. Like suppose if you're lucky to live for till 100 years old, you have around 5,200 weeks at your disposal, which might seem a lot, but also it's not that much as well. Like not many people even live to 100. Many people, let's say, live to 17. Let's say you're over 26 now, then you'll be living around 3,000 weeks, which is still not, which is very less compared to know that quarter of your life, like 40% of your life is already gone. You might be thinking then that might be pretty scary, but there's a happy way to look at this. This is called optimistic nihilism.
What?
Optimistic nihilism.
Spell?
Now, this word right here, nihilism, is probably a way to see that to look at the dark side of things. But optimism means instantly means happy. So nihilism means like the dread of dying, right? But let's look at a bright point of this. Okay, I know that this world can be pretty dark, and all the mad mistakes you've done and all the judgment that other people have made for you, they might affect you in this life. But do they really matter if they're all going to lead to one point? Like this is your birth, right? This is your birth. This may be some big event that happened. There are all some little events that make up the big part of life, but they all lead to one part only. They all lead to death. So remember that all the bad things you have done, like all the sorrows, right? All the, let's say, mistakes you have made, or let's say the regrets you had, it won't matter because it will all be forgotten soon enough. Like people may even say that even after death, people will still remember what you have done. Like we still remember Hitler. But remember, even that doesn't matter because even those people who think about you, they all will die one day. But you might be saying their sons, they might remember. Well, this process can go forever, but remember, even the universe dies. The universe is also thinking not mortal. The most probable, way of saying this, the probable most, you know, realistic way of the universe, displaying is the heat death. It's called heat death, meaning that everything will just cease to exist. Like all the black holes we have, right? They all will suck everything in, all the matter we know. How this happened? First, okay. First, all the sun, right? All the stars that we know, they will run out of the fuel that we have, right? That means after all this fuel that is gone, that will happen, right? They will all turn into a heavier material. So they will all the stars will either turn into a white dwarf or a black hole. Each are pretty useless. They don't produce any energy. This one doesn't do anything at all. It's a white dwarf. But a black hole, it sucks energy. So this is more dangerous. It can be either one of these two. It can also be a brown dwarf, but that one
Dwarf?
dwarf. It's called a dwarf because
Why?
it's a smaller version. It's pretty small. But just because it's small doesn't mean it's heavy. Like this white dwarf, just a tiny spoon of this, right? Like one spoon of this white dwarf can hold, I think, 2,500 elephants with that one spoon, equivalent the weight. And this star is like kilometers across, like say it's the size of America. So imagine it's really dense. Even the black hole is the same amount because it's the same thing. It came out from the same star, same amount. But instead of this will just people things will just go into orbit. It doesn't have much of a gravitational pull. This one has a very high gravitational pull, which sucks everything in, right? So once this process is done and everything happens, right, the dominant force will be gravity in our universe. It still is. Like today, currently, the most dominant force in our universe is gravity. But it will be like extra, like a more powerful future. So what will happen if suppose this is the universe, right? Right. Suppose this is the universe. Then let's say this is the center point. All the gravity will all be focused into one point, one giant point over here, right? So let's say in the future it all compresses down to this one place, right? To form, let's say, another Big Bang. So this process will like this will turn into one small point singularity, right? So again turn into another Big Bang to expand, and this could go on for infinity.
Where is the Earth?
No one knows now because the universe this is the observable universe, right? We have right now.
Where is Earth?
Say I don't know, but from our point of view, right? Earth is in the center, but it's actually not. Okay, what do you understand? Because the universe we observe right now is seen through our telescope, right? Telescope made on Earth.
Mm.
So this telescope will almost point at this way and making the Earth at the center, but it's not. This is not the observable universe, right?
Mm.
Who knows what could be at it? It could be like this big, this much bigger universe. It could be infinite. We cannot know. We will never reach more than this because it's out of our reach from here. If we look more from this, right? The light doesn't even reach. The light even hasn't got time to reach our Earth because light also moves at a certain speed. Remember that. So if that certain speed, the speed of light also takes time to reach. So only the light that has reached to Earth right now is the observable universe. But the light is still arriving here. It's not yet really arrived to Earth. So we cannot see that the entire universe. So anyways, that's how the universe will technically die, and nothing will really matter also because remember, it's all lead to that even the universe also dies. So everything you do right now, everything that has happened will be forgotten.
Not.
Sure. Then, but remember, that's also a happy thing because remember, all the mistakes, the sorrows, the regrets, the things that you have done that you want to forget will be forgotten. Remember that. But you only get one shot at life, right? It's not like it will happen again. Who knows? There might be another chance. But do you want to take that risk? You don't. So do the things that make you happy because you only have one shot at life. And remember, try to make the people around you also happy. Because if your life's better, of course, they will be better too. They'll let you live a happier life. So all leads to making yourself happy. Because it all comes to this. So there is no point of this except for enjoying life. Because as I told, I tell you many more times, you only live once.